So I was going to do traffic
Mm-hmm.
for this episode, and then I looked back and realized that we already talked about public transportation
Yep.
and we mentioned traffic in that
Yep.
one.
Mm.
I
It's a
do,
must.
yeah, I do want to complain about traffic at some point.
Sure.
I think I'm just going to have a few more episodes happen before
Yeah.
that. So then I was trying to come up with a different topic, and I got so angry the other day on an elevator for a very
Ah,
specific reason. And so I switched to elevators. So today we're talking about elevators.
sweet. Anger is the birthplace of podcasts.
Yeah.
Like how frustration is the birthplace of innovation.
I thought it was necessity.
That's the one.
Well, I guess
Necessity creates frustration.
yeah. Lack of, I'm not going to finish that thought.
Cool.
Yes. There you go. Cool. And we did it. All right. It's fucking hot as hell, dude. I'm sick of it.
Really?
Sick of summer.
Oh,
Tired of this.
that doesn't seem like you at all.
Don't like this. I want to talk about how hot it is.
My little beach bum, Victoria.
I am miserable. This past week was awful.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I was dying the whole week.
Okay.
So our lovely friend Callie picked me up for work a few days this week at like 8:30 in the morning.
You're good.
And walking from my front door out to the sidewalk and getting in her car, I would break into a full sweat
Wow.
and get in her car sweaty. And yeah, and then it just got worse from there. So my mom texted my sister and me this morning to suggest that we look into emigrating to Canada for global warming / fascism purposes, reasons.
Yes.
And
They have more of that up there? I didn't know.
No, they have less.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
To escape
Mm.
the global warming and then also the fascism.
Yeah.
Impending fascism. Not so impending. Pretty much here,
Yeah.
I would argue. And I mean, I responded and just said, like, I'm working on getting my UK citizenship. So if I do, obviously I'm going to move to the UK. I spent all winter being so sad at every passing day because I know it's just bringing me closer to summer again.
So you're never, even with the cold, you don't experience any joy. You don't allow yourself any.
I enjoy the weather in winter in Los Angeles because it's basically like springtime. Like that's how it feels. But every day is just hurling me closer and closer towards another sweaty, miserable summer.
Well.
Yeah. So no joy. No
Okay.
joy
Okay.
has been had
Okay.
by Victoria.
Well, it's good for the podcast.
Ever, I guess. Yeah, it's a good thing we didn't it's a good thing we didn't start a show called like Everything's Amazing.
It's wonderful.
I would have a really hard time coming up with episode topics. Anyway, moving right along. So elevators.
Yes.
Elevators.
They're the ones that go up and down.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yes. There you go. I don't think necessarily that elevators are dumb. I just have a lot of complaints
Okay.
about them.
Okay.
Would you like to hear the history of elevators?
Nah.
Okay. So my first complaint. Real quick history. Real quick. Have you heard of Archimedes?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know him that well, but yeah, heard of him through the grapevine.
He was an inventor
Mm-hmm.
in ancient Greece. He was very smart. He was the guy, you might have heard of him because there was a king who was trying to figure out if someone who had created a gold crown for him, the king thought that the goldsmith had put silver in it instead of gold.
Okay.
To like kind of swindle him, to cheat him.
Right.
And so he went to Archimedes and was like, I want you to figure out if this is pure gold or if there's silver. And Archimedes used his big brain to figure out. Not to brag, I actually do understand how he did it.
Okay.
I did have to sit down and really think very hard about it and read over the description multiple times, but I did eventually figure it out.
Okay.
Like I did understand it. I'm not going to explain it because
I'm not going to share it with you, but I do
no, it
understand
is
it.
just like a little on the complicated side.
Okay.
There's a lot of like volume and then like weight ratios.
Okay.
Anyway, so the point is he's very smart. And he was a real person and he was an inventor. So he invented the first like documented type elevators
Okay.
using ropes and pulleys and water power and human power and animal power. Anyway, it's possible that the ancient Egyptians used elevators to build the pyramids.
Hmm.
It's actually probable, but that's not documented.
Okay.
So we can't really say for sure. But Archimedes definitely used these like lift things. And then obviously we all know that the Romans used them in the Colosseum to raise humans and animals into the
Yes.
Colosseum to be murdered in a horrible way.
Is that your problem with elevators? You just feel like you're being raised up for the slaughter?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
I mean,
Going down.
especially coming like out of the metro in LA, when you come out onto the street, you never know what the streets of LA hold in store for you. King Louis XV of France had a secret elevator installed in Versailles to allow his mistress to visit him in secret. So yeah, necessity is the mother of invention.
There we go.
Okay, and then
Infidelity is the mother of it.
yeah, there you go. Necessity. He had to have his mistress come visit him.
And she can't walk upstairs.
Exactly. No, for sure. I mean, those tight dresses, she probably would have passed out. Elijah Otis.
Very familiar. I mean, he and I are like.
I actually heard the name Elijah Otis on Archer.
Okay.
In an episode where they got stuck in the elevator and Cyril was talking about how Elijah Otis created the like braking system for elevators. And I was like, man, that's interesting. I didn't know that. So then I researched elevators and I felt very smart.
Wow.
But anyway, so he invented a bunch of shit. He made them safer. He invented the system where if the cable snaps, the elevator will like stop.
As opposed to just plummet to the...
Literally.
Yeah.
Instead of plummeting to your death, it's supposed to catch. So you will kind of get thrown around, but you won't hopefully die.
Yeah.
And then Werner von Siemens.
Sure.
Who, you know, there's that company Siemens.
Yes.
He was German.
Okay.
So it's actually pronounced Siemens. I don't know why we don't call it that. It's much less of a giggle-inducing word.
Well, yeah, but it's spelled Siemens. You just see a bunch of Siemens all over the road. That's all you see. You go out driving, all you see are Siemens.
Oh,
Siemens everywhere.
It's disgusting.
They should have spelled it with a Z.
Well, but it's a different language.
Yeah, well, we're American, so we're going to pronounce it the way that it's spelled. It's a croissant. It's Siemens.
It's not croissant. So anyway, he invented something to do with
dying?
Dynamo electric principle.
Mm-hmm.
So between 1880 and
the Siemens
1980, Elijah Otis's company, which I think was taken over by his children, and then some other smart people, invented a bunch of safety procedures for elevators.
So like the whole family
Yeah.
grew up in the up and down business.
Their whole life was elevators.
Wow.
But I think they made a disgusting amount of money off of it. So
I mean, yeah.
I don't feel bad for them.
No. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's really good job security. People are going to need to go up and down.
Yeah.
Always. Like famously always.
Yeah.
Oh, like we're never going to be like, let's just stay here, man. Let's just not. There's enough space. We don't got to go.
Well, speaking of space,
oh shit.
Did you know that there is a company that's trying to build a space elevator? I'm not fucking kidding.
No, I don't think that you are. I just the first image that comes to mind is something pretty much out of the Jetsons. Like, I don't. A space elevator. What is that an elevator that takes you all the way up to space?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if the cable broke, you really wouldn't have to be afraid of plummeting to the Earth because you're in space.
So gravity.
Cool.
Yeah, you
How are planes gonna? Okay, no, explain, please.
they'll just go around it.
Yeah, sure.
So this company,
Birds, like, okay.
oh no, they don't care about birds.
Okay.
It's fine. I mean, birds fly into plane engines all the time, and they don't do any. Like, they don't care.
I just will it? Is it? I guess it'll be stable enough to sustain multiple bird impact. I don't. It's just
Yeah.
He's okay. Cool. Space elevator.
Yeah.
How long will that take? Because
Well, this company claims that it will be finished, and this is such a fucking joke. Like, good luck, guys. It is currently 2025.
Yes.
They claim that this will be finished in the year 2050,
and
they haven't even fucking started.
So, how long will that take to build?
Not gonna happen.
And then once you get on the space elevator, how long? Like what?
Like 7 weeks.
Is there a
to
bathroom on there for when you?
I hope so.
Like how? In an elevator, like
I really researched this and I could not find a whole lot of answers.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if they've thought it through. I also don't understand the point.
I think that's somebody wanted to get a lot of money from a very rich, very fantastical, eccentric, who, when you put the word space in front of something, they'll be, yes, let me write you a check. And I think that's what that is. I don't think that's a real thing. I don't believe that.
You don't think it's going to happen?
No. I don't think that they consulted one woman in the concept of this design or how long they think it would take or this is a fun little fantasy that'll keep someone from doing something much worse for quite a few years.
Sure.
So, good. How about it?
The part that freaked me out, I don't know why, but I saw a diagram of like a little drawing of the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And then the space elevator went all the way up so high that there you could fit like 3 Earths.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just like a picture of the Earth and then a tiny little line sticking out that was the space elevator. Like it looks like it goes halfway to the moon.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It was like they're trying to get people, they're just going to try to link it to the moon and they don't understand that that's on a different, that's not going to work.
That the moon orbits the Earth.
Yeah.
But the part that freaked me out was at the very top, there's like an arrow that points to the top of it and then it said counterweight. And I was like, what? Why? Why do you need a counterweight at the top? Is it going to swing around to the Earth?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Wow.
It sounds like a bad idea, right?
This drawing, was it in crayon?
No.
Because I would picture it in crayon.
No. It looked very official.
Okay.
I don't
Again,
know.
I think someone was just like, sure, I'll draw that up for you.
Yeah.
That'll be $1 million. And then
I hope that does not happen.
No,
and I hope that humanity does not spend the money on that.
Yeah, I don't think that that's happening.
Yeah.
I think this is a fun fantasy for some man.
For like a rich, spoiled child of a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
And his parents were like, you come up with your own business idea and then you can be like a real businessman. And then he's just like, space elevator.
Do you remember in Arrested Development when Charlize Theron's character came up with like, why don't you make land?
Yeah.
That's the same. That's the same. It's the same energy.
Oh, I loved her. Tiny Teddy. Okay, so most of the time when I take an elevator, like I mentioned, it is coming out of the metro.
Mm-hmm. That's intense because you're going from dark underground to daylight immediately as you get out.
Because I have found that with the metro stations in LA, you have to take like multiple escalators.
Mm-hmm.
And the escalators take you on some like wild ride. There's one that goes like this way, and then you get to the top, and then you have to turn a corner and walk down a hallway, and then you take another one.
Right.
It takes so much longer. And so I just hop on the elevator, and then I get to the top, and I'm there in like 10 seconds.
Famously,
it's fine.
Straight up and down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. However, these elevators are full of urine and dark,
like the space elevator will be, I'm telling you.
boxes. Yeah. There better be a bathroom on that elevator.
I mean, people are going to vomit. They're going to get... Anyway, sorry. It's not going to... It's a fantasy. Anyway, sorry. Continue with the real elevators that actually exist and will actually exist.
Yeah.
In the future, which...
Yeah. No, they're gross.
The Earth elevators, we'll call them.
Yeah. The floors are always wet.
They
always smell terrible. People come in there with their bikes and stand in the middle of the elevator and don't make room for anyone. People come in there with like multiple dogs that you think are going to bite you. It's not a good time. However, like I said, it's faster than the escalator. My biggest complaint about elevators in general is that, oh my God, this makes me so angry. When I come to an elevator that no one else is waiting for, I'm the first one there, and I press the button, and then I'm waiting for the elevator to come. And then by the time it arrives, a huge crowd of people has gathered around the door. And then the door opens and they all shove inside. And then sometimes I have to fight my way in there. And I'm like, I was fucking here first. Like, I feel like there should be a little sign that you can hold. When you press the button, you get to hold up a sign that says, like, everyone line up behind me. Like, isn't it such bullshit that I'm the one who pressed the button and then I'm the last one in and people are glaring at me like I'm shoving my way in? And I'm like, I'm sorry, but I was here before you.
I think you need to develop a fake cough for when you are in public.
Like a wet cough.
In situations like this.
Yeah.
Where you hit the elevator button and the second someone approaches to the side and you post up at the entrance to that elevator and you box out everyone around you and just over the shoulder cough into the elbow coughs, like just in the direction.
Yeah.
You need to directionalize. Technically,
you nailed it.
The where you are pointing your cough, and it needs to be purposefully at people.
Yeah, it's like a Liz Lemon on the subway.
You will get a solo elevator ride.
Yeah,
exactly.
I just think that it's the polite thing that if you are the 19th person to show up to the elevator, you wait until everyone in front of you has gotten on. And if you don't fit, then you wait for the next one. You don't shove your way to the front.
People that aren't polite deserve to be coughed on.
Yeah.
It's a fake cough. You're not really sick. You're not really endangering anyone's health.
True.
You are merely making a noise. If you don't want the cough, you can just do like a dry... just a dry
oh my God,
heave.
That's worse.
Sorry to do that in the mic. But like... It's a really easy way to get people to step back.
Do it again.
A cough, a sneeze. I'm so sorry for people that... Because some people listen to a dry heave and like actually dry heave. But it's really... it's just...
Why does it make me laugh
very
so much?
easy to do. And it would just... If it would bring you joy at the same time as getting everyone away from you. There you go.
I was about to be like, I don't get annoyed easily, but that's not true. I feel like I am pretty patient when I'm out and about. And like, I understand that there are people out in the world who don't really do things logic. Like, I get it.
Yes.
Like, I do feel like I have a little bit of patience when I'm out in public and people are like acting up. I'm like, okay, whatever. But this fucking thing about everyone shoving their way in front of me, like that really annoys me. It really annoys me.
Well, it's annoying to be considerate of others and have other people show no consideration.
Yeah.
Like, that is annoying, objectively.
I'm just like, dude, I pressed the button. I'm the reason the elevator arrived in the first place. I'm not saying that I need to get on first. I'm just saying, why does the crowd all shove in front of me?
It's
like, why can't we all just gather and we all just kind of patiently wait?
Because they need to get on it faster than you do.
It's
Their
so
day is
stupid.
more important. It's you either got to do the coughing, the sneezing, the dry heaving, like just become side effects from an allergy medication commercial just as soon as you can. Or you need to hit the button and then just like starfish your way over the entrance, like over the split where the doors are going to open. You just cover that with your entire body. And as people approach, you're like, I'm first. I'm first.
I mean, that's not the worst suggestion. Like, realistically, I'm not going to do that.
Just live out what you actually, how you feel inside. How, if people are going to be that childish and selfish, be just as childish and selfish back.
I mean, I guess all the Karens do, so why can't I?
Right. Yeah. Embrace your white woman heritage. It is your birthright.
Oh, God.
It's okay if, like, it's against other selfish white people.
They are white.
Yeah.
These people.
The only way
to
stop
elevator.
A bad white woman with a mouth is a good white woman with a mouth.
Yeah. Who acts like a worse white woman.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, okay, you've solved my problem. And then also,
join us next time. No.
There is an elevator in an apartment building that I have to go to quite often. That is one of those old school elevators where you open the door. It's like a door, like to a closet.
Okay.
And then there's a metal door that you have to pull to the side.
The great thing.
But it, I swear, is so heavy. Ugh. And you've seen me. I'm fucking ripped. I'm a beefcake. This door is so hard to open.
Yeah.
To the point where half the time I think that it's locked. And then and then of course this is so hard to describe on a podcast, but like the little handle thing, there's like a tiny little dent that you can put your fingers in to pull it's so shallow, you can't really get a good grip.
You can't get a grip.
Yeah, so then I like shove all of my fingers into it and I'm trying with all my might to like pull it, and I have to like get horizontal. It's so hard, and then it finally opens and then I like fall over. Anyway, the reason that I take this elevator, because it's only a 4-story building, is because it's so fucking hot and I don't want to walk up the stairs in the summer and become an even sweatier mess than I already am. But this elevator is so hard to get into, and then once you're in it, it's like 2 square feet. And I also have like pretty bad claustrophobia, so it's just a really bad situation.
Yeah.
So I cannot wait for winter when I can stop taking this death trap of an elevator. And every time I go to this building, I'm like, oh, I should just walk up the stairs. And then I'm like already dripping in sweat just from walking down the sidewalk.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm going to take my chances.
Yeah, I always think about that, like claustrophobia with elevators.
It's bad.
It's kind of like the worst thing that you could, because it's the smallest space you get in, really, like realistically. Because like, airplanes are, yes, it's an enclosed, but it's, the size of an airplane. It fits multiple people in it, no matter what kind of airplane you're in. So,
I mean, my private jet fits like at least 7 people.
Right, yeah. And however many animals you want to bring with you on that particular trip.
Puppy.
But yeah, the elevator, it's just, I don't have claustrophobia, luckily, but that just seems like,
I can tell you.
The worst situation.
It is the worst.
And especially like if it gets stuck ever or something like that, being claustrophobic, that's like the worst. I mean, I guess the worst fear is like being in a coffin.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Kill Bill?
Oh, parts.
Maybe it's volume 2. I don't remember.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I think I've seen parts of both of them, but I don't know if I've seen like one of the full movies.
I just watched them maybe like 2 or 3 years ago for the first time. And rest in peace, Michael Madsen. But there is a very intense scene where she's buried alive.
Yeah. I thought you were going to mention the Ryan Reynolds.
Huh?
Isn't Ryan Reynolds in a movie called Buried or something?
I don't know, but I would not watch a movie called Buried.
Yeah, no, it's like the entire movie is him in the coffin.
No, I would never watch that.
Yeah, no, exactly. I saw the trailer and I was like, that was enough for me, thank you.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even watch that trailer.
I'm not claustrophobic, but I don't need to watch that movie. I don't know.
There's also I don't think you've seen the show Bosch.
Mm-mm.
It's really good. It's based off of a book series. I think it's like Michael Connolly or something. And then they had a spin-off called Bosch Legacy that was supposed to, I thought that it was about his daughter who became like he's an LAPD detective.
Uh-huh.
And then his daughter grows up to become an LAPD cop.
Okay.
And so I thought that Legacy was about his daughter.
Yeah.
It's just like it's just him. And then his daughter has like a bigger part. So I don't know why. Maybe they canceled Bosch and then they created that. I don't know. But anyway, there's like a very tense few episodes where someone is buried alive. And it's such a good show that I like powered through and I finished it. But
yeah,
man, I almost stopped watching because of that. I get so claustrophobic. So every time I take this like old school tiny little metal death trap elevator, I know that I'm risking a panic attack and or my life. Yeah. At least that's how it feels.
I mean, there's certain things that, like, even if you don't have a phobia against it, it is objectively like, no, that's a terrifying.
Yeah.
So, like, being stuck in an elevator would be awful. Being buried alive would obviously be terrible. And I don't have some sort of, like, predisposition to be really afraid when I'm in a small space. But even then, like, so I can't even imagine what it would be like if you...
Yeah. I got stuck in an elevator when I was a kid, but it had a glass, like one of the walls was glass.
Oh, okay.
And then the building, like the elevator shaft, one side of it was glass.
Sorry. Couldn't let you say shaft on the podcast without giggling. I'm sorry.
And we are 11 years old. But anyway, so it was glass, so you could like see out of it.
Right. That's not nearly as terrible. Because I think the scary thing is like being in a place where like... Yeah. You can't see anyone else. No one can see you. You know, like, even if you're in there with other people, like, you're trapped together in a place where, like, nobody can see you and you can't see anyone. So, like, if it was glass, it would be a lot more like, you could wave to people for help and stuff like that. And you wouldn't be like, I could just be stuck in here for an entire weekend. Exactly. Nobody would know. And yeah.
That's how it, and we wouldn't have been stuck that long because my school, when I was little, we would volunteer to set up a table to hand out water cups at the Charlottesville 10 miler. Mm-hmm. And it was the one time a year that my siblings and I ate McDonald's because the race is obviously very early in the morning before it gets hot. Right. So we would wake up really early and my dad would drive us into Charlottesville and we would get McDonald's for breakfast, which was like such a treat. Yeah. And then we would go hand out water cups. And it was like all my classmates would show up because, like I said, it was for my school. Right. So one of my friends and I were riding this elevator that was like right next to it was on the downtown mall in Charlottesville and it was right next to our table. And of course we got bored after a while. So we were riding the elevator and then it's what always happens when people get stuck in an elevator. He just pressed all the buttons at once. And I was like, Jesse, no. And then it got stuck. It went like to the bottom and the bottom is just slightly underground. Okay. So like the top half of the glass part, like people could stand at street level and look down and see us. Uh-huh. So they could see us. But yeah, it took a long time to get the door open. And I remember my dad came over and was looking down and like just shook his head a little bit. And I was just like, it's not my fault. I didn't do it. It was all Jesse. But anyway, so at least it was glass because I definitely would have freaked out otherwise. Because, yeah, I get very claustrophobic.
Yeah. Thanks.
Although the idea of being buried alive is much worse because something about the idea of like being forced to lie down and not be able to move is a lot worse than standing up. Yeah. So.
You're at least a little more in control.
Yeah. Standing up. How do you feel about elevators? You don't mind them?
I don't mind them. There is something where like the older ones especially can be so slow. Like there are times where I've taken an elevator because I have stuff at a storage unit and our stuff is up on the 4th floor.
Oh yeah. Which is that elevator is very slow.
Not that far to go. Yeah. Like to walk. Like but if you're going to a storage unit, you're obviously like carrying a bunch of shit. So I'm like, I could have walked up here, but I'm carrying like, you know, a dresser or something that I'm putting in storage or taking. So like I need to take the elevator.
Yeah.
And it takes twice as long as it would if I casually walked up the stairs.
Yeah.
Like, I remember being in that elevator with someone else one time, and I hit the button, and I just wasn't thinking about it. We were chatting, and they were like, "Oh my God, are we still in this? Like, how many floors up are we going?" I was like, "It's only 4, but it's going to take like 10 minutes for us to get there because it's so slow."
Yeah, you can like sit down and read a chapter of a book in that elevator.
Yeah. You can decide that whatever you're putting into storage, you actually would rather keep, or vice versa. Like, you know what? I should have put something else in storage. But by the time you're up there, you have to like dust it off and put it into storage.
Well, in the Shanghai Tower in China, their elevators travel at 67 feet per second. Which is very fast.
Very fast, yeah.
Very fast.
Just do that happen. I was like 67 feet.
Very fast.
Yeah, per minute would be quite slow, but that seems...
per second.
That's the thing. Then you go to like Vegas or whatever.
Yeah.
And if you're staying in a hotel that's on like some of the top, they'll have like express buttons.
Yeah.
Where it's like you skip the first 20 floors because you're just on like the last 10 or something like that.
It like shoots up really fast.
So fast.
Yeah.
Crazy by comparison.
Yeah. The one time that I've been to Vegas, we stayed at the Luxor Hotel, which is the Pyramid.
Yeah.
And have you ever been there?
No. I mean, I've seen it. I know of it, but I haven't been inside.
So the elevators, because the building is a pyramid,
the
elevators like do not go straight up.
Right.
Because they have to go at an angle because a pyramid is at an angle. And it feels so strange. Because I think if you were, and I think that horizontal elevators are going to become a thing at some point.
Yeah.
I've never been in one, but I think a vertical elevator, we know how that feels. A horizontal elevator, I can imagine how that would feel. I guess it wouldn't be called an elevator, but whatever.
People mover.
Sure. But it's like a 45-degree angle movement, and it's so disorienting.
You're getting in some Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Right there.
It was very strange.
Yeah.
And then I think I've told you this before, I also like woke up in the middle of the night in a panic because I realized that like underneath us, there was not another room underneath us. It was just 1,000 feet of nothing. And then the hotel lobby floor.
Oh.
Because like it's a pyramid. So all the rooms are just like along the edge. Just hit the mic. Sorry about that. Anyway, so underneath us, like there's no room directly underneath you. It's just empty space. And I remember waking up in the night and just laying there being like, if we fall through the floor, like we're not going to fall onto the next person's bed and be like, oh, sorry about that. Like we're going to fall hundreds of feet and then die.
I just like the idea of you in the middle of the night falling through the floor and just being like, whoops, sorry about that. What are you going to do?
Sorry, buddy.
My bad. Structural integrity of the floor just collapsed in the middle of the night. Whoopsie daisy.
And then we could have like a sleepover.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
And you guys like fist bump. You're like, have a good night. You mind if I share your covers?
Yeah. You got any leftover room service?
Jesus Christ.
Anyway.
They need those horizontal elevators, speaking of Vegas, at the MGM. Because the MGM Grand, it's like from an aerial view, it's like a plus sign basically, and all the elevators are in the middle. And the one time that I stayed there, we stayed at the very last. So you take the elevator up, but then you have to walk like half the length of the hotel to get to your room, and then vice versa anytime you need to go down an elevator. Like they don't have them at the ends of the plus signs.
They should have them in the middle and at the end, so you can choose which way to walk.
But then they wouldn't be able to have as many hotel rooms, so they just make people walk half the length of the hotel.
That's so
I mean, if you're staying like near the elevator, it's fine, but a horizontal elevator would save a lot of time in a situation like that.
Yeah. Or at least one of those walkie things at the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially when you're coming back after a night out in Vegas.
Yeah.
And you're so tired and you're probably drunk.
Yep.
And then you have to like trek to your room.
Yep.
That's no good. Okay, so
We're off to a great start.
This is going to be so stupid.
I was going to say this is going to be funny, hopefully. It's like the most morbid story ever.
No. No. I really, guys, I'm turning a page. I'm tired of being berated by my beautiful co-host. These are good things. These are feel good things. I didn't want to do 5 facts because you know how I tend to go on and on. 5 is too many. It takes too long. I know. Ridiculous that I would even suggest that. So I have 3.
We're back to 5 frivolous facts minus a few.
But I have 3 therapeutic things.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 therapeutic things. Is
Yeah.
this like, should I get ready for a spa night?
No, it's emotional therapy. Just real quack.
Real quack.
Real quack. It's fine.
Quack advice from Dr. Victoria.
Ooh, that sounds so unnatural. Dr. Victoria Jump sounds that doesn't mesh well together.
Not even with quack in front of it? I thought I saved it.
I guess I was not meant to get my PhD. Okay, so my first one is real cute. In 2011, a retired bricklayer and part-time fisherman.
Oh. I was picturing like a layer of bricks.
No. Okay. A bricklayer is like a job.
A person.
A
yes.
profession.
Yep.
But he was retired, so he was a part-time fisherman. Isn't that sweet? He found a starving, oil-covered penguin on his local beach in southeast Brazil. Mm-hmm. And this gentleman was 71 years old, and he scooped up the penguin and took him home, and he washed off the oil, and he fed him, and he named him Din Dim. And he, like, nursed Din Dim back to health, and then he took him back to the ocean and tried to, like, release him into the wild, right. But the penguin just refused.
Aw, so he's oily in there.
Yeah. He's like, that's where I experienced my trauma.
Yeah. So
the penguin stayed with him for another 11 months before finally leaving. But then every year for the next 5 years, he came back to visit.
Oh my God.
And the penguins that belonged to his like little group of penguins, they would all go to different islands around Argentina and Brazil. Mm-hmm. At different times a year. Like they would migrate to these islands to get like new food supplies, and this one penguin would separate from the just a quick vacay. Yeah. This one penguin would separate from its group and specifically come back to Brazil and come back to the same beach and like waddle over to the guy's house.
Oh my God.
And show up to say hi. And he would like hang out for, I think it said a few weeks, and then he would like go back into the ocean and then join his pals. Yeah.
Literally taking his vacation.
Yeah. Isn't that so cute?
That's adorable.
That's so cute. Yeah. So he did that for 5 years.
And then?
Well, this was not a emperor penguin, and those penguins live for 15 to 20 years.
Okay.
This was a different breed. I swear to God, Google called them little penguins.
Okay.
So, like, if that's not what the breed is called, then Google is just fucking lying to me. But anyway, these penguins only live to be about 6 years old. So, but isn't that sweet that for every year of its life, of the rest of its life, which was only 5 more years, but it came back to visit every year.
It found a new vacation spot, and it sounds like it gatekeeped it from its bells.
It was like, I think I saw a fish that way. I'm going to go that way.
Like, it's such a bad situation. And he gets there, and it's like this whole spread for him.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I would be so excited if I knew my penguin pal was going to be here in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
getting a room ready.
Yeah. Be sweeping the floor.
Yeah.
Mending my little table so it can sit at the table and eat its fish.
Yep.
So cute. Okay. The next one, I had heard of this before, but a Japanese railway station kept the trains running in like to and from a certain village for one passenger.
Oh.
So there was a rural high school student in Japan, and she was the only person using the train. And the railway company was going to shut down the train because it didn't have any more customers except for this one girl.
Uh-huh.
But then the company decided to keep it running until she graduated just for her so that she could get to and from school. That's like the opposite of capitalism.
Can you imagine living in a country
that cared about its citizens?
That cared about one citizen more than profits.
Especially a girl.
A girl trying to get an education.
Yeah. And they were like, this is important. Like, we're going to spend a lot of money to, like, we have to pay the conductor. We have to pay for, like, maintenance. We have to pay for, I don't know how trains work, fuel.
Sure.
But yeah,
even if it's electricity, like, whatever.
They put the effort in to make sure that this one girl could get to and from school every day.
Yeah, they wouldn't have been threatening to shut it down if it was free.
Right.
And like, oh, we can just put it on an automatic whatever. And it'll just go and whatever. Yeah. We don't have to ever put any more money or thought into it. No, like.
Isn't that so nice? And then when she graduated, they shut it down because then they literally had no one riding it.
Makes sense. Like at that point, save the fuel, save the whatever.
I think that's so nice though. Wow. Okay. And then my third thing.
Your third therapeutic thing.
Therapeutic thing. Don't you feel happy and relaxed?
Yeah, I mean, hasn't been.
Aren't you pleasantly surprised?
One murder mentioned or
exactly.
Anything. This is
wow. I know. A whole new Victoria.
Elevators, man.
Yeah. I am a whole new person these days.
Wow. See, you can't move. You got to stay.
Oh, but imagine the person I would be in England. No.
I wouldn't know her. We would never see each other.
Well, that's not true.
It is.
I would come back to LA in like February to visit.
Do you think you would be let back in the country?
Yeah, maybe not.
That's the problem. Just stay in California. We'll secede. Secede.
It is so fucking hot. Like, I'm sweating right now.
Just in this part. Oh, it's warm right now. I'm warm right now, and I'm never warm. But we can just...
Do you want to move to Northern California?
For a few months out of the year?
Okay.
If we secede. If we secede, it sounds like I'm saying it wrong.
It sounds like you're saying succeed incorrectly. Secede. But
yeah,
it is a word.
Secede. It sounds suspicious. Secede.
Yeah.
If we secede.
Okay.
And have like...
I know. It's so weird having the mics right in front of us.
My gesturing
I keep hitting it.
Not allowed in this area.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we secede.
Uh-huh.
And have like, you know, the 7th largest economy in the world.
Yeah.
We'd be pretty set.
Okay, wouldn't it be cool, though? I don't know if this would happen because I feel like Washington State has a lot of, like, secret... what's the word I'm looking for? Well, I was trying to use, like, a gentler...
Oh.
Libertarian.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be cool if Washington State... if Washington State, Oregon, and California all became one country? And then we could go live in Washington State. That's supposed to be beautiful.
You've never been?
No, I want to go so badly. I think I would love it.
I don't think I've ever been to Washington. I've been to Oregon, though.
Did you love it?
Yeah.
I am potentially going to Texas in October. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not my fault she lives there. I keep asking her to move.
Because it's too hot in California. Let's go.
Well, that's why I'm going in October and not in September for Labor Day. Instead, I'm going for Indigenous Peoples Day weekend in October because by then it'll be a little bit cooler. But anyway, I was looking at tickets the other day and I might literally book a very specific ticket just because it has a layover in Oregon. And I was like, I can look out the window and like see what Oregon looks like because I've never been there. Anyway. Yeah.
Do we have one more?
We do have one more.
Okay.
The third therapeutic thing. Did you know that baby elephants suck on their trunks like baby humans suck their thumbs?
I feel like I did hear that a long time ago, but I didn't remember it.
Isn't that so cute?
That is very cute.
When they're feeling stressed or anxious or sleepy or cozy, they suck their trunk.
That's very cute.
Isn't that so cute?
That's very cute.
Oh my God, that makes me want to die. It's so cute. I fucking love elephants, dude. I love them so much. I saw a video of like a mom elephant eating a stack of like straw that was in front of her,
Mhm.
and the little baby elephant was running like figure eights through her front legs. And every time it came through the front leg, it would stop and like pick up a piece of straw in its trunk and then like run in a figure eight, and then it would stop and like drop it and pick up another one.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, it was so cute.
Did you ever hear the fact? I don't know if it's true, but I choose to believe it. That elephants look at people as if we're like puppies. Like they think that
I
we're
did hear that.
adorable.
Yeah, I did hear that.
That's so cute.
That's so cute. They're so cute. They're the perfect animal.
Right. And the fact that like they think that we're adorable.
Yeah,
And so they like,
they're not wrong.
but they are such the more superior,
Yeah,
adorable creature in
yeah.
that scenario. And it's very cute.
Elephants are the best. They're extremely intelligent. They have a whole system. They have like a matriarchy that takes care of everyone,
Yep.
and it passes on intelligence from generation to generation.
God, what'd that
Anytime,
be like?
anytime they have like a more violent member of their society, usually an adolescent male, they're like gently asked to leave. Like it's just they really have a good thing going.
Yeah.
And I just love them so much. I okay, if Africa was like 70
I
degrees
was just gonna
cooler
say.
than it is, I would have.
It's too hot to live in Southern California, but I want to live with the elephants.
Well, I keep thinking about like if my life continues to be a pile of shit, then maybe I'll just move to Africa and live with the elephants.
We're so close to this being an uplifting ending. If my life continues to be a pile of shit.
But then something good will come out of that. I'll go live with the elephants. But then I remember that Botswana is like sweltering. Like I think the word sub-Saharan applies to where the elephants are,
Yeah,
and
there's not a lot
Victoria
of-
does not agree with
Not a
that
lot of
climate.
shade and central air conditioning.
No. No.
So
I know. So now I just have to watch like every single documentary I can get my hands on about elephants.
okay. From
I
your
just
air conditioned apartment.
Yeah.
Speaking of, let's go turn on the AC.
Okay. Bye. Did you guys enjoy my non-death and depression related things?
Well,
Let
please
us
leave a comment
know.
below because we can't hear them. Someone's in their car like, yes, I did.
Yes, I did. She's turned a new leaf.
Mm-hmm.
Turned over? No, turned a page. Turned over. She turned over a leaf.
Succeed.
Goodbye.
Succeed.
We're not gonna secede. Secede.
Secede.
Yeah.
Seeded.
Past tense.
Seceding.
Secede.
Succeed.
There's no sucking involved.
Secede.
Yeah.
It sounds like a type of seed. That's the seed. That's a mustard seed. That's a poppy seed, a chia seed, and a seed.
And that's a seed.
Sounds nutritious.
Okay. All right. This was something.
This was an episode, allegedly. We didn't even talk about Willy Wonka's amazing
The glass elevator?
Elevator, yeah.
I don't really know that much about it. Was that a whole nother book after
possibly
Charlie?
I don't know. I just know it from the movie. Gene Wilder built that thing.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah. I think Charlie and the Chocolate Factory ended with them going up in the glass elevator, right? But then was there a whole nother book about the glass elevator?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't know. There wasn't a whole other movie. That could have been its own movie.
Yeah. Okay. So, but how do we talk about it if neither of us know anything about it?
I assumed that would have been the exception to the up and down rule. It can go diagonal. It can go sideways. It can go backwards.
Yeah.
It can go up in the sky. That was the first space elevator.
Backwards.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it just be forwards? All you have to do is turn around?
Well, but you don't have to turn it.
But regular elevators, These hand motions are really useful for our audience.
I'm just trying to help you. They all get it, okay? Everybody else watched the movie.
I'm the only idiot who doesn't know what's happening. Okay. I don't know. I didn't mention it because I don't know anything about it.
Okay.
But my next episode, I'll be sure to bring up a lot of stuff that I don't.
Yes.
Actually, that's not that different from every other episode I've done so far, so never mind. I keep trying to, make a funny joke, and then I realize I'm just making fun of myself by accident.
I mean, that can be funny jokes.
Our next episode, we'll be talking about car alarms, and that will be out on Monday. That'll be a Catherine episode.
Catherine episode? Who's that?
That's you, bitch.
Oh, shit.
Thank you for listening and watching. You can catch more audio episodes.
It's very hot in here right now.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to start over. You can catch more audio episodes wherever you find podcasts and video episodes up on YouTube. You can leave us a review. We would love to get a review. Do we have any reviews?
We have stars, but we don't have
we don't have any written. We don't have any sentences spelling out how wonderful we are.
Here's the thing: if you listen to this, you enjoy explanation.
Yeah,
and you have a reason. You're opinionated.
Yeah.
Tell us your opinions. Your amazing opinions.
Tell us how great we're doing.
How incredible the new mics sound, and how the background is ever changing and makes you want to constantly,
and how that isn't making anyone dizzy.
No, it's a snow. Every episode's a snowflake.
We're keeping it fresh. Yeah, it's unique.
Yeah.
Totally.
Eventually we will find something that actually just works, and we won't be constantly changing it. But
the
sound.
That day is not today. Yeah, the sound is much better.
Yes.
Feel free to tell us how much you enjoy this show. If you have bad things to say, go ahead and type it out and then just hit that delete button, because I am very sensitive and my feelings will get hurt.
Yes. She's very warm.
Yes.
It's very warm.
Yes. You can follow us at Everything's Dumb Pod on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And then also, if you have a dumb topic that you would like us to talk about in not a dumb way, because we're very intelligent people.
Sure.
Please let us know. Submit that shit. And we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
do it.
Yeah.
We'll steal your idea.
How to pronounce it. Secede.
Secede.
Did you hear that shit?
Yeah. So have you ever heard of the Civil War? Remember how, the South tried to secede? And we said, no. Yeah. Secede. There you go.
I got it.
Succeed and secede are two different words. So if that helps you remember.
Succession.
You succeed someone.
Or you could succeed at something.
Yeah.
English is weird, man.
English is a very cool language. It just sounds boring because it's the language that we speak. I think I told you this recently. If a word is both a verb and a noun,
you should just come up with another word.
No.
Oh.
If
a word is both a verb and a noun, someone was lazy as fuck. And we need to correct that.
Like the word record.
Record.
And record. Okay, so record, the first part of the word is emphasized, like record. That's the noun. But then if the second part is emphasized, like record, that's the verb.
What about a run? I'm going on a run. I'm going to run.
Well, that's just one syllable, so you can't really change which syllable is enunciated.
I'm too hot to think of another example right now.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Oh, shit. We should do a real sign off because you're going to need to edit all that out.
We said everything we wanted to say.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with us.
We're going to go get popsicles now.
Through all of our ups and downs. Yes, we're going to get popsicles. We will see you on Monday.
Bye.
Bye. Whatever.